Hello everybody, welcome to Team England Virtual Grand Tour. We've got PurpleChest saying that he's kicked off, which is glorious. Eurosham Orcs, hilarious team name. This is a very strange roster from PC. He's got only 11 players. He's chosen to receive. Okay, I thought he'd chosen to kick then for a second. I don't know why I thought that, because these are obviously chaos. He's chosen to receive. He's only got 11 players, including a goblin and a troll, up against VMCat with Chaos, representing Team Scotland, obviously PCs for Team England. And in the booth we've got Captain Oates. Hello, Captain Oates.
Good evening. How are we doing?
Not bad, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, good. Very good, mate.
Glorious.
Looking forward to a good bruiser. Obviously, like, what? PC 11-man Apo. Val 12 men, no Apo. Like, this is going to be... I think this could be decided by just early banging. Right? Hence why I particularly don't like the fact that there's no block mighty blow on the chosen one.
Yes. It might also be decided by surfing if he sets up like this.
Yeah, there is a frenzied Val. There is a...
You'd never catch me getting players pointlessly served
no.
on turn 1 and turn 2. Well, actually, it was turn 2
not.
and turn 3, but oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Frenzy instantly.
At least it's a rookie. At least it's a rookie, right?
And
he might just double power it.
Unless there's a quick snap, in which case you can surf the card. Potentially. Again, it's not automatic. You know, as Backy pointed out, you know, you can't automatically surf things because you want to. But what you can do is try to do the ones that are there, right?
Yeah. I don't know what he's going to put on the side there to do this.
Goblin.
I would have put the goblin over there, yeah.
The funny thing is, this is like...
piece of trash.
This is like a big commitment, right? He's got a big commit to the line to get the 2Ds. And then he's wants to commit over to get the surf as well. So we're ending up with a very weak to a blitz setup here. But, you know, at least there's a trade-off in this case, right? Like, you know, he's getting something. He's got to commit heavy to the line to get 2Ds. That's worth doing. And then he really wants to get the surf. So, looks like the troll's going for the sideline fella, doesn't it? It is weak to a blitz, and he's got the blitz.
The blitz. There we go.
Let me.
There we go. Team Scotland magic finally undoes Team England. And one of the opposing teams has finally rolled a blitz. So let's see if anything can happen.
I mean, they're not the best team to get a blitz, are they, Chaos? But this is still weak to it. Like, you know, this guy is just holding by himself.
Yeah, there we go. And the surf bait is gone. This is brilliant. He's absolutely pulled his pants down there. So yeah, we smash this blitzer, kill it, run a couple of beasts down.
He's only got 2 left now, so yeah, he's probably.
Oh, is he? Christ.
Yeah, he probably should have moved this one down first, so it was 6 in, and then like blitzed with a guard maybe, so that you could have another player down. He's only got 1 player. He might rush to get under it, right? He can double rush. Dodgy though. I hate rushing on a blitz. I'd rather just stand there.
Yeah, I wouldn't bother, honestly.
But he gets them both.
So there we go.
And he catches it. So
and he catches it.
Maximum payoff. PC in a bit of a pickle.
Yeah.
The surf bait got him.
Oh, beautiful.
Absolutely amazing. Isn't it annoying when you make a cup of tea and it just inexplicably tastes vile? That happens sometimes and I really just don't know why. I'm so sad that I've just got a wasted cup of tea now. Yuck. He is going to get a bang it with Mighty Blow, isn't he? Does the blockless block first with a wrong player?
Oh.
I guess if he's going this side, it doesn't matter. I guess he's going to go this side and then blitz in. Yeah, so it's not really the wrong player. Oh, he's going in there, and he's going to get...
Yeah, so the Goblin does the assist, right?
Yeah.
And then...
The problem with
God.
that is it's more dice. I always do, Steve, yep, I always do. It just randomly
takes. He could be on 0 rerolls.
He could be, yeah, because he's going to have to reroll this hit.
You have to reroll the hit, yeah. Which makes it a lot spicier, right?
Yeah, he is 75% though. So...
Well, it's automatic, as we know.
He does get it.
Yeah, there you go.
And a cast.
Oh.
Nice blitz, mate. Where'd you get it? the dead beastman shot.
Yeah, that looks immediately a lot better, doesn't it?
Yes.
I mean, just the situation is bad. But...
Yes, I mean, the fact that he had to move 2 players to not get surf was pretty brutal, wasn't it, right? Like, this guy could have been down as well, and then things would have been a lot better. PC's got a rush to pick up the ball because he missed a slow. So, and then he'd have to re-roll that, so maybe he's not going to re-roll that. Oh, he doesn't.
Yeah, I don't think you can, right? He does.
And he fails the pickup. Amazing. Double 1 on the pickup. Classic. Hollow water. Hollow BB jock.
Is that a big gaping hole in the middle there?
It
or
is.
Is there something in front of that?
No, this is a gigantic, huge, the gapiest hole you've ever seen in your life.
Lovely. I reckon run everything through that. Seems reasonable.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah. Yes, Thulian, yes. But okay, I should have said he felt he had to do that. He obviously didn't have to do that, but the fact that he felt he had to do that. You don't get too many players through, unfortunately, do you? Because, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
yeah, they're
can't reach.
slow.
This guy has only got wrestle, so you've got to blitz him with a block, probably, or this one. Probably this one, so this guy can get through better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He can get to there, and then he can, like, get to there or something, and then this guy can come round. So you can still get something on. This guy can come round here.
Yep.
It's still probably worth it because you're still chaos against orcs. So I think, you know, try to disrupt them a little bit. Destabilise them. It's probably still your best bet. Rush here. Don't like this. That's why. See, they don't always instantly roll a 1 when they happen, but they do 1 in 6 times, right? And over the course of games, they add up and cost you games. Now, to be fair, there was a trade-off here, right? Like, he by doing that, he does get the other one further forward and stuff.
Yeah, he gets more in, and
yeah.
Oh, that's too much, isn't it?
Yeah, I just.
That's your ball carrier next to Mighty Blow.
Yeah.
Not really seeing that.
He can put this guard in here to get served.
Maybe they chatted earlier. Let's just get rid of the rerolls.
Oh god, you've got to try and surf that guy. You literally have to try and surf that guy. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I mean, you just have to. There's literally no option. And these aren't... like, one of these should have rushed to make this a screen, right? So, funnily enough, he made
can't
that
do any
rush.
more rushes.
But that's the problem, right? He made 2 rushes that don't do that much, and then didn't do the 1 rush that would have made the biggest difference, which was screening. He can surf both, but this has got block, so I don't like going for the double surf. I like just surfing the guard and then hitting this guy with Mighty.
Yep.
Doesn't surf either.
Nice.
Honestly, maybe should have blocked the other guy first to see what the result of that. Oh, no, he couldn't because of guard. Errata.
Doesn't die, so that's good.
He cooks the ball. He could stand on the sideline, but he's not going to. So we've got 2 dice on the ball here for Val, VMCat.
Oh. Do we?
Yeah, 4-3.
Oh.
4-3-2. Oh, this guy could 4. Wait, no, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I mean, you've just got to dominate him in the middle. You can bang, bang, bang. You can blitz something else.
Yes, yeah, I think your punching is correct.
Do stuff. Just dominate in here.
I do.
Smash this
is correct.
guard over here as well and just constrict him in this space. And try and remove something, right? Because if you can pop the Apo now.
Thank you, Lucky Stars, that you didn't get surfed on both your setup and your turn 1. Though I guess this guy kind of got surfed.
Yes.
Which is problematic. Yuck. Went maximum banging.
Like that
didn't pay off. It was the maximum banging block, wasn't it? That's to be fair.
Was it?
Yeah. Because it's a block with block, and if it powers, it gets you another block with block. Otherwise, you've got to block with block and then not hit this guy, or you've got a blockless block that's got mighty blow, or a blockless block that puts them in a better direction. So this was like the. Oh my god! Okay, I hate that.
Oh, that's a wild one.
I absolutely despise that 1 dice block. I think it's weird that people mind chess clocks. Like it's just so weird, right? Like everyone uses chess clocks who plays chess. Why don't people who play a game that's similar to chess use chess clocks? Like it just seems common sense to me.
Yeah, I think it's depends where you are, right? I think most of the time you don't actually need it, but I think if you're going to be Euro bowling, it's not just your result, right? It's the result of the team. So,
well, like everyone who plays chess uses one, don't they? Like that's the thing, right? Like there's no stigma or anything. It's just everybody uses it.
I don't think it's a stigma. Honestly, like when you're playing with the chess clocks on tabletop, it is something else to think about. And so I played K-Fode at Kent. And he got the chess clock out immediately because he's practicing for Euro Bowl, right? And it was just, I didn't keep track of it. I didn't keep track of it because it's just something else to think about. I don't need to worry about that anyway because I play quite quickly. But if you are playing someone who's a bit slower and stuff, I can see why. But then that's why you want the clock anyway. So
yes. This guy had to rush. I know he didn't want to, but he's put this guy in prime surfing position. I guess, honestly, this is taking a lot of time.
He's surf baiting.
It's taking a lot of time up from PC, like getting forward. He's like, I've got to surf him. I've just got to surf him. Yeah, oh my god. Seabros, I played somebody who was like so slow. And you're panicking because they're playing slow and you're running out of time and everything. And then this asshole has the cheek to say to me, "You're gonna have to play faster, buddy," or something like that. I was like, "Are you fucking for real?"
That is.
Surprised PC didn't rush there. Loves his rushes, doesn't he? And that would have got him a 3 dice. But I'm only joking. I know he wouldn't really rush there, but. Like, there's a payoff to rushing, isn't there? There is a payoff to rushing there.
Yeah, I do like smashing this ball carrier with Mighty Blow again.
Yep. I think it's tough because like you're in a tough spot here, but I do think you've got to block with a ball carrier to get the serve.
He does, and he doesn't.
Yeah, but because he pows, he can put the goblin there. Like he's broken AV anyway, but he can put the goblin there, and then he can blitz this one. So like he was going to be able to solve it. If
no, it's fine. It's fine, right?
Oh, he hasn't blitzed him. Okay.
Ooh.
Who's blitzing? The just the normal dude. If this is okay. I guess you could have moved the goblin up and then blitzed with the blitzer. Well, he's not blitzed at all this turn.
There you go. He's asserting dominance.
Yeah.
Doesn't even need to blitz. Oh. There is a slight issue with this.
Yes, you've prevented the 4-3, but you've left a 3-2-2. Yeah, 3-2-2. Oh my god, you haven't followed, so you just left it. You can just block him now. You can even chain him forward one.
Oh yeah, beautiful.
I know you'd have to rush to do it.
Yeah, no, just beat him off and do that on it.
Just beat him off, yeah. You might pow him.
No, actually, you need to cancel the assist. Right, so 1, 2, 4, 5. Ugh.
Yeah, it's not worth rushing. You can just put him in there and then block. Put him there and then block. And if you pow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, rush. That was pretty terrible from PC putting this. Like, I get the idea, you know, just to make it harder for this beastman, but like you've got to see this warrior. You've got to see this warrior PC. Or like blitz with this guy, right? This guy could have blitzed and gone to there. That would have been fine. If this guy had blitzed and then gone here, then the goblin can go there, and that's like the strongest you can be. But yeah, he could have and should have blitzed to reposition. Yeah. Oh wow, he's double skulled. Out of rerolls on turn 3.
Just
and
bang.
there's the 1 in 9.
Oh, there, yeah.
Well, his rushers come back to bite him in the butt. Those 2 rushes that he made that sucked off 2 rerolls. And PC gets away with 1 here, doesn't he? Big style. Big style. Didn't do his safe moves first after using that reroll. So 2 more players on the ground. A bit of a pickle. A bit of a pickle for VMCat.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty comfortable now, isn't it? I think
he should be able to stabilize.
Going for damage here now, right? And limiting damage on you because you're capped at 11. So
yeah,
you just need to switch mode now.
I don't know. You can still try and like he's still slow, right? He's still in his own half. Like you can still try and regroup.
He does have 5 turns.
Like he's got a movement 5 ball carrier. You know?
Yeah, but he's. I mean, there is some space here, isn't there, to go into?
That's a good point. Sorry, I thought we were watching you again. PC is going to venture out of his half, isn't he?
Yes, he is. Yeah,
Banter.
Exactly. You should do anyway. This is a beautiful screen. Yeah.
But he is moving 5. Like you know, the thing that you've got going for you as Chaos is you're fast than Orcs. And you've got Edge 3 on everyone, so like you can do desperation shit. Now, unfortunately, you've removed a lot of that for yourself by doing those rushes, and you know being unlucky with them. To be fair, right? But also didn't need to do them. It was a bit greedy to do them. There was payoff to the first one. There was, but I didn't think there was really payoff to the second one. But by making that judgment call that it was worth the payoff, now it was unlucky to roll the ones on both of them, and then now it's like you've lost a lot of that rolling 3+ nonsense that you've got going for your normal.
Capped at 10.
Yep, and a skill out.
Well, you can blitz the well.
I mean, 1, 2, 3, rush now, so it's hard, isn't it? 3, 3, 2, 2, 2D. It's like completely reasonable. Completely reasonable. Three, 3, 2, 2, 2. And your alternative to that is basically lie down, right?
Yeah, I mean, doesn't. Honestly, the lie down is terrible, right?
Yeah. I wouldn't have hated the lie down. I'll be honest. I really wouldn't have hated the lie down option.
Yeah, because you can't fail you because you've got 11, and you just say, okay, I'll just do my offensive drive. I'm going to be 10v11 anyway.
Yeah, but, oh dear, no, this just standing be meant to get mangled.
Yeah, just smash everything, please.
Yeah, maybe the best bet was a warrior blitz and run away, and then block with the ogre, and everything else lies down.
Yep.
Or the 3, 3, 2, 2, 2.
Whoa.
Oof. The ogre got stupid. Oh, what a disaster. It has been a bit of a dicing, right? Like, as much as setting up to get surfed a few times is bad, and making those rushes was ill-advised, and in my opinion incorrect, he still rolled fucking shit, hasn't he? Had 2 players cast.
It's not been vintage, has it? You say it was vintage dice.
No. And now this should absolutely be safe enough for PC. Hey, Chigan. Were you diced by PC, were you? Or was it just in general comment? I didn't watch your game, to be honest. I didn't watch all of the I watched some of the FUMBBL games, but like as replays. Just in general. Yeah, England have had pretty good dice. It's probably a bad decision to use all of their good dice on like the training games. But you know, who knows? Maybe this will just translate to Euroball, right? Well, they've definitely had the better dice overall. Across all of the matches, I'd say. Like, obviously not every single match, but across the matches. Does PC realise this guy's stupid? Because I'd have already moved this guy up to here, right? I think he maybe doesn't realise the ogre's stupid. Oh my goodness. Yep. This isn't that bad dice now, because you would expect a Kaz here. He just gave up all those hits. You know, we would have both laid down. Also, that Bigham could have come down to assist this block, couldn't he? That would have also been an idea. Because again, you probably don't need it up here. So actually, my initial reaction was to move it up. But you've got 4 players. That's enough. He's got no players left. by not moving it early, he could have then actually just come down and hit here as well. I didn't watch the replay of it, BB Jock, but I saw Don Vito's setup, which was appalling. There's no other word for it. It was absolutely gobsmackingly, unbelievably appalling.
But what did you really think, Jim?
I can't. I'm speechless from how bad this setup was. And then I skipped to the end and saw there was like 8 Kaz or whatever, and I was like, okay, okay.
Tackle mighty blow.
Maybe. The weirdest things about the setups is there's no reason for them to be bad, is there? That's the thing. That's why the two of the reasons, two of the things is it's like there's no reason for it to be bad. There's no reason for the setups to be bad, and they're like the most fixable thing, right? Like of anybody, like that's the thing, you know. Like, let's be honest. There's lots of players on lots of teams that aren't as good as KFOG. But they could all set up as well as him, right? Like, it's quite easy. I feel it's quite easy to set up as well as KFOG. Without even knowing the rules of Blood Bowl, actually. You know? I feel like I could take a random person and then, like, if they understood tackle zones...
Because it's just the shapes, right?
Yeah, because they don't do it on like turn 8 or whatever, right? You'll never see like Don Vito on turn 8 just like not screen the touchdown, right? Like he's never just going to randomly not screen. He's not going to randomly put a one line right and think, oh, this will stop the score. But when it's against a blitz, they're like, oh yeah, fuck it. Like it's just so weird to me. It's so weird that they just like there's no reason for them to not set up against the blitz. Yeah. Yeah, like loads of pictures, right? You could just make you could just make like loads of cue cards. They wouldn't even need to learn how to play Blood Bowl at all. They could just have to directly identify the race of the opponent and where their LOS is and the players and stuff, and just take the one that looks like have like 20 flashcards of like what common defensive setups are. Decide which is the closest to it, and then do the one that it says you to do. Like you literally could do that with somebody who didn't even know how to play Blood Bowl. So it's bizarre that these people that can play Blood Bowl and are good at Blood Bowl that will play all of their turns properly, you know, and like well, and yet they just don't bother to set up. It's really weird. Really, like it's just again mind-boggling. Like I just don't understand why it's like that. I would 3 dice the goblin here, right, with the ogre, and leave everyone else down. So yeah, I'm not hating on anybody. I just don't understand. That's why I've made such a big deal out of it, because I just don't understand it. Not one player on Team England or Team Scotland or Team Germany would you say, right, defend this. You can put your players anywhere to stop this touchdown on turn 8. Not one of them would like just randomly put somebody nowhere relevant, right? They would scream things. Just weird. Anyway, that's enough of that. You got me going by mentioning that game, BB Joe, because that was probably the worst yet. If anybody wants to check that out on FUMBBL, that setup was not what I would have done. And funnily enough, Sol in our game did set up against a blitz, but I was Nurgle and he was Elven Union, so he didn't really need to set up against a blitz, right? But he did anyway, and by doing that, he didn't have somebody back, and then he was weak against a deep kick. So actually, Sol defended against. There is actually a good example of when you shouldn't defend against a blitz, right? Which was Sol, but that's kind of more an understandable mistake to make, I think, right? Because you just think, oh, I'll stop everything. Wait a minute, I'm not rats. Wait a minute, I've played a million games with rats, but these aren't rats, they're Nurgle. Oh shit, I'm quite slow. And elves are elves and quite fast. And then part of me wants to not mention it anymore. And and, you know, gloss over it and be nice and everything. But then, is that being nice, glossing over it? Like, I think it should be addressed. I don't know why it's happening again. Like that, my biggest thing is just bamboozlement. This guy could have probably been in the end, like right in the corner, right? And then if he was right in the corner, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, rush. He could have just pushed him away, and he could have been right in the corner. I feel like he can base the ball here. It's not great. It's not a great thing to do, but he can base the ball. If only he could throw his opponent's goblin. Yes, Fluffy Burrito, I'm mega excited about Khorne. Nothing could bring me more joy than Khorne being the new team. I am very hyped. That's the right square, isn't it? Because no, it isn't. This was the right square.
I played a tabletop match against Khorne today. This afternoon against the lovely Khornite. That was good. I was playing undead, so it was nice.
Good. Did you smash him to pieces? Is that why it was nice?
Yeah.
Surprising.
It was super funny actually because he didn't set up against a blitz, and then it was a short kick, and I rolled a blitz.
Brilliant. I just got over it. Amazing. Nah, I wouldn't have it if I fell. I'm not furious about or anything. I'm just bamboozled. That's the thing. I would be bamboozled if you did it because I know you're not rubbish. Like, you expect people who don't know how to play Blood Bowl to set up badly, right? But you don't expect people who are good at Blood Bowl to set up badly, so that's what makes it surprising. So I'm not even insulting anybody here. The whole point is, it's surprising because they're not rubbish. I like this, get the 3D, good lad PC, does the correct thing. No laziness here. That's the pout. Well, it was a bit of a scare, wasn't there, with the blitz? But again, like at least PC was weak to it because he was trying to surf a guy and trying to dominate the LOS. So like at least he was getting something. Like there was some trade-off for him being weak to the blitz, somewhat weak. Also, Chaos aren't particularly dangerous on a blitz, so he got in a bit of trouble. But yeah, this is looking like he's very favoured to win now, right? Three beastmen down, maybe 4 players down. It could be 8 players, including a warrior down. Is real bad. You never know. It can swing back, right, with the LOS here. Double LOS for VMCat. Yeah, Khorne. Khorne are so weird that they're so popular with, like, you know, lore-wise and fans and stuff, you know. I remember when I was a kid and everyone loved Khorne. But they're not good at all. If I thought of a Khorne team and it was just every single player had Mighty Blow, and that to me is much much better than everyone having Frenzy. Like, even though Frenzy is like the most Khorne skill ever, just imagine a team where every single player had Mighty Blow. It'd be class, wouldn't it? There'd be a reason to play that team then. Let's see what you did there, Steve. The answer is no. Can he 3-dice this? No. Could he have done? Maybe. Maybe he could have knocked those guys away and then had everyone in. Oh well. That was a rather tragic LOS. Didn't even hit with a Olga, did he? Weird.
Yeah, you've got to get a bit of value off where you are.
Yes.
Because it's dire.
Yes, you have to get lucky at this point. You have to. I mean, he's got 9, but he still has to get lucky. He's got 9 chaos against 11 orcs, and it's PC. There's no one on Earth that doesn't have to get lucky at this point. So, to do that, you've got to give yourself the best chance to get lucky, which is 3-dicing with your ogre. And like the ogre definitely could have 3-diced a Biggin on the LOS. So that's what he should have done. But he got his KO, so it's not over. I think 8 players and down a warrior would have been horrendous. But
yep,
9 players with all your warriors and your ogre, you've got half a chance. But again, you have to get lucky. You absolutely have to get lucky.
And the ball carrier lives.
Against all odds. Smashed with mighty blow repeatedly, potentially surfed repeatedly, somehow got through it all. Not setting up against a blitz or solid defense here is completely fine, right? Because you're at the point where you've got to get lucky. You write off that 10% chance or whatever and think, screw it, I've just got to maximise, the chance of good
just
things
smash.
happening. Yeah.
But he's not.
So yeah, this isn't. So when I say not like this, like for something, right? You need to be getting something, and he's not making diagonal blocks, so he's not maximising blocks, and he's not protecting against a blitz or a solid defence. Because solid defence, the guards come in and bully him, and blitz, he gets blitzed, and there's a gaping hole. So not a good setup. I would really like the ogre to be 3-dicing this guy, right? Because then you can't knock him over on a block. So you want your block guy to hit his defenseless guy, and you want your blockless guy to hit his block guy. Just basically maximising the chances of knocking things down. And obviously 3-dice with a ogre. Now, okay, you can argue that removing the troll would be better, but not by much. So I'd rather just maximise knockdown chances.
Yeah. You have to do the preview, right? Just to be, because the 1 in 9 is so terrible as well.
Yeah. Come back to here, otherwise he's going to push the troll into him. Okay, wow. Luckily he gets the power.
Played for.
Fails the pickup. Now the problem here is, if you don't re-roll it, orcs of all teams can actually pressure you here, because this is not...
There's not going to be too much though, right? I mean, they're out of range, aren't they?
Yeah, but so are you, is the problem, right? PC's definitely coming here. Like, not particularly hard, but he's definitely coming. On this one, because it's defenseless.
I mean, it might not be terrible, right?
It might not be terrible, but it's just it could have been better, right? It could have just not been a gaping hole. is the main thing.
Yeah, 100%.
That's the point. This guy could have come over, these could have been staggered, and then you'd have had chevrons, and you would have had to come around the outside if he was going to do anything, which would be a bit more difficult. Whereas now, he's just going straight through the centre. Not particularly hard, but he's still coming.
Mr. Slow, rundling in.
Oh dear. I'm sorry.
Coming into your end zone sometime after turn 13.
He does a rush and a dodge. Outrageous. This is a nice square for the goblin. I'm not sure I would have risked the dodge and the rush myself. Oh my goodness. It's Le Double skulls.
Oh, well, yeah.
Quads.
Oh, that's the quads. Yep. That's GG. Thank you very much.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. So Orcs couldn't do much that turn, but what they can do is set up a two-stage off thing, which is what they did, and then the quads has absolutely sealed the deal.
Mr. Fro's in the launch pad, so in 3 turns we at the ball.
Yep.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah.
He's probably going to block this turn.
Block with Mr. Fro.
Yeah, block with Mr. Throw. Assist with the gobble. Blitz with mighty.
Blitz with mighty blow. Yeah. And if you stun, it's over. And if you don't, it's probably over.
Yeah. And you can get another big and through as well afterwards, probably.
Yep. Just you could ram that in the back of the LOS as well.
Yep. Yeah, you could actually, you could block with this one, and then this one could come in, and then you can get another blitzer down.
Yep.
God.
No pow, so
not over.
There is play left.
Pieces like, can't believe why didn't I power him? What's going on?
Crazy.
I don't like this. I'd just.
Whoa. Yeah.
He's not an elf. Just follow and have pressure down. Oh god, he rushed to do the follow. Okay, well I guess he thought better of doing the double rush. Because this guy can come up as well, right? This guy can come up afterwards. Block him, hopefully power him. And then, in fact, this guy blocks. And then if it's a push, he can come around. And if it's a pow, he can come over. Whoa. Oh my god, he can free this guard.
Smashing out.
Oh my god, he can free up this guard.
Yeah, that quads was just... yeah, that was all she wrote, wasn't it?
Ooh, I hate this from PC. I actually hate this from PC. I would have blocked with a Frenzy for like 90% knockdown, and then get the guard in here, and then get this guard in here, and then block him on a 2D down the Ogre, and then that gets you this guy through as well, guaranteed. And then you could have also 2D'd this guy as well. So yeah, I actually don't like this from PC, that he didn't get the guard in. It's a removal there.
2 warriors. Yeah. Beautiful.
I guess this blitzer can like go here, right? Already should have come here, but I guess that's where he can go. Assume the goblin position. Oh, no, I think he's way better here. He's actually way better here, and then does this 1D. So I think a few inaccuracies from PC, which, you know, maybe he's feeling cocky and confident right now, but
yeah, I mean, I would feel pretty confident here.
Yeah, and maybe that's making him play worse, but I would expect. I wouldn't expect PC to do these things normally.
I always do, honestly. If I feel like it's like over, I'm just you know, switch off.
Yes, people often do, yeah. But isn't the point of
It's
this
hard, right?
Euroball practice, right? Isn't the point, like, do you want to switch off if you're playing Olivier Dulac and you've diced him in the first 10 turns? Do you just want to switch off? Okay, you're not playing him in Euroball. Bad example. Strider. If you're playing Strider in Euroball and it's turn 10 and you've diced him, do you just want to switch off and, like, play shit? Not really, right?
No.
You should be playing.
Yeah, and you shouldn't. You should.
Yeah. So if there's ever a time to practice that, it's now.
Yep.
Not that I think anyone's coming back from this, no matter how badly you play, but still.
Yeah, so we pal here, we roll a 3, and then we hope that you don't get pal next turn. And
Yep. Alright, that's a great start. PC is definitely going to go for the Goblin score this turn, right? 2-0, ice the game, and he'll get to say Goblins are good.
Yep.
No, he's 100% going to go for the Goblin score. As much as...
Oh, this has been brutal, hasn't it?
Yeah,
this has been brutal.
Yeah.
But the thing is, sadly, if you just stand up all of your players and then get smashed every turn,
yes,
this can happen.
Yes, yes. I mean, he wasted his rerolls on unnecessary rushes. Now, they were unlucky to fail, but they were unnecessary. So, in my opinion, they were completely unnecessary. He was getting enough with the other things, and then so he burnt his rerolls that way, which then meant that he won in 9 when he had like potentially he had a double rush to 2 dice the ball with block. Right, he was potentially had a great ball sacking opportunity. So he's had his share of bad luck, but also he hasn't done himself favors. Like he could have had multiple players surfed. And yeah, he gave up tons and tons of hits once his rerolls were gone.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm genuinely sad that he didn't pick up the Goblin. Bad PC. Honestly, like the Goblin's better.
The double star list. Get it over.
Yeah, the Goblin's literally better though, right? Because the Beastmen 2 dice the Blitzer anyway. So.
Yep.
You might as well be carrying it on a Goblin than not. And I know PC loves goblins, so I thought he'd have tried to
we all love goblins, don't we?
I hate them.
You must have loved them at the start, though, Jim, when you were first getting into the game.
I was never a fan.
You never loved them.
No, honestly not. I liked the goblin miniature, like the Blood Bowl goblin miniature that was just like stood like Butthead. Or Beavers. He was stood like Beavers with like clenching his fists. I like that model, but like I've never been a fan of goblins. I'll be honest. I kind of like.
I love them.
Yeah, I kind of like Grom. And there was the box set, the Warhammer box set with High Elves and Goblins, and I thought Grom was kind of cool, but I liked High Elves a lot more in that box set, so I just liked High Elves and had a High Elf army, and. Yeah, I was never been a fan of goblins. I'll be honest with you, never a goblin fan. Sorry.
I'm going to rule set permitting. I will take them to the next book.
Wow.
But as long as there's like last World Cup, you couldn't take Sneaky getting a bribe, and obviously, like, you just can't play them. They do that. But as long as something like that does, I'll take them. Yeah. It will be beautiful. Just the pure joy of just chainsawing.
The funny thing is, in 2nd edition, like the big cheaty team were dwarves, not even goblins, and hobgoblins. I like the idea of the hobgoblins. There was no models or anything, but I like the idea of the hobgoblin team the most. That was the team that I liked the most, was the hobgoblin team. Even though they were like, there was no models. It was just like a bit of art and a bit of fluff. I really loved the idea of the hobgoblin team, but not shitty normal goblins. No offense to hobgoblin, to goblin people thinking they're shitty, but yeah, I just never liked them. So technically, there's a chance here, right? You can force PC in next turn, and then you can score in 2, and then you can turn him over in 2. There is technically a chance. And if you're at Euroball, you'd be playing for that chance. But yes, as Sterling says, it is easier to like not care online. I think everybody cares about something more if they spent £1,000 to do it.
And also the numbers go up and down, right?
Yes. Yeah.
The numbers on the website are nice.
Yeah. People like those. Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know. Like I agree and disagree with Julian because like I know he made the hilarious joke of the press department, but the thing is like it is easy. Like it's easier to not care about something obviously online. You know, like my game versus Davo in the Era BB, like it didn't matter in terms of like if I won the Era BB, but winning the Era BB championship didn't really mean anything because I already had my my plane ticket, right? So like it didn't, like I would have rather not lost to Davo, but after my dancer's dead and I've used 2 rerolls on turn 1, then I'm not going to win. Like maybe I can draw, right? Maybe I can battle for a draw, but I just didn't want to, so I just conceded. Now if that had been in Euroball, yeah, of course I'd be battling for the rest of it, and like you know, in Super League I'd be battling for the rest of it if I was still in contention. But again, if I was like bottom of the league or top of the league and it just didn't matter at all, then you're just going to knock out, aren't you? So like it is completely understandable to do that normally, but when the point of it is practice, I feel like you should be trying hard all the time. You know, like within reason. I don't think VMCat has to try to one turn here or anything. Do you know what I mean? I think the keeping your eye on the like keeping focus and like keeping your foot on the neck is a thing that you should be doing in this situation. I don't think VMCat.
Yeah, I mean Val never had his neck. They did it. I mean that's a different discipline, isn't it?
Yeah, I think
maintaining dominance is hard, but that should, be a given. But.
Yeah, it's not like loads of people lose focus on that when they're dominating, and like you know, this is a good opportunity to not do that. You know, and I do as well in like games I don't care about. I generally, it is a lot easier to not care about the game when you're like banging out loads of games on ladder or whatever. But or if it's results don't matter, or you know, blah blah blah. Like the result of this game doesn't really matter, right? Like the result doesn't matter because England are purely on results. England are 5-1-0 ahead. So like even if PC loses this, there's a very strong chance that England win the round. So in terms of the Team England Virtual Grand Tour as a competition, the result doesn't really matter. It could, you know, and so even from the start, neither side could have been invested in just purely in terms of the result. But then there is the idea of it's practice, and it's, you know, your place in the squad maybe, right? Like, you know, I don't know how sorted out Team England's 8-4.
Yeah, Scotland is. Well, yeah, Scotland is doing the same as England, right? So it's the 8 and like they picked 12. So, but I think DB Jock was. I obviously didn't want to give away who was where.
No, of course not. No.
I think they've pretty much sorted it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you just don't know, right? Like, you just don't know. So, like, England, you know, Wolfin might have already picked his 8-4, right? Like, we don't know, do we? And so, we as, I mean, can't speak for anyone else. We as the viewers of the outsiders of the Team England establishment, we've got no idea if he's picked them or not, or if these matter or not, like, you know, for his selection process or not, or, you know, how much the players care about the practice. So there's lots of reasons to care about the game, but just purely in terms of the competition, there's no reason to care about the result of the game, right?
but you're Jim, you're Squad England now, right? You are
Squad England, yes.
Exactly.
But I'm not privy to the selection process of like Wolfen, right?
I know.
I could be. I'd quite happily help in any way you wanted me to. But there you go. There you go, BB Jock. Settled on 6 of the 8 seats.
There you go.
So yeah, maybe Wolfen's the same. I mean, if he doesn't pick Big Kev for one of the 8, he's probably been lobotomized or something. So
I think we know a few, right?
So
right.
yes, at least one is written in stone, and then a lot of the others are very predictable, aren't they?
Yes, yeah. I think, yeah. It will be very interesting to see who he puts. Actually, I'll be intrigued because it's a bit of a crapshoot, the Open. So it's I don't mind putting strong players in there, to be honest. It'd be nice to do the double, right? Like,
yes.
You're going to need to have a bit of quality in there to. I mean, obviously they're all good, right? But
it's interesting, isn't it? And then you've got to think about what races they're good with and the spread, and if people are competing and all that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I think BB Jock that 7 are spoken for Team England. That's what I think, and then I think there's one spot that's a bit of a flex, or up for debate. But who knows? I'm not Wolfen, and Wolfen's the only one who knows. The only one that's definitely unarguable is Big Kev. There's nobody on earth that could not pick Big Kev. But I mean, the others are like Purple Go and stuff. You'd be absolutely shocked if he wasn't picked, wouldn't you, as well? Etc. etc. So I think there's a few that people would be shocked if they weren't picked. Yeah.
Is that in range? Yeah.
Just got to do one so he can't get pushed out of range. But then he's got frenzy, so you've got to do another one.
Yeah,
you could see his brain working in real time there, couldn't you? It was like, I'm in range. Oh, you could push me back. Oh, he's got frenzy. Really funny. It is funny when you see people think. It always makes me chuckle. Yeah, it is funny, isn't it? Whole stuff. Right, blockless block, and then frenzy him. Surely have to do this. There's no need to do safe moves first because this just has to work. I'm not going to be able to say camel chops without keeling over. No, I'm absolutely not.
Just call him CC or something like that.
No, I'll just keep pissing myself laughing. It's no problem. Oh, he blocked with him. I would have blocked with this guy and then chained him out on a pal, right? Not that it matters again at this point. He's completely.
Yeah. It's
completely
moved
beyond.
some pieces somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's fine, right? Now it is completely beyond caring because you're 2-0 up.
Yeah, I like the pass. Yeah, pass and like the blow. Snake the animosity. Give us all a chuckle.
Camel chops is Scotland's big curve. Wow.
Huge claims. Yeah.
The ground is actually called Ken. Right. Fair enough then.
Is he a big lad, John? Stocky?
Big Kev.
A giant of Scottish blood bowl.
Perfect. Well, 3-0. Not a lot to say about it. I don't know if PC will join us afterwards. Probably not worth it. There's not the only thing to talk about is the start, right, where he left himself a little bit onto a blitz, but it was because he was trying to get the free surf, and then the way he recovered was okay, and the way VMCat used his re-rolls and then didn't concede. He definitely should have laid down. He definitely should have laid down. Not laying down cost him more plays for the second half.
Yeah, I think there was, the driver's good, so had to be.
Yeah, I guess it depends. Like, well, no, even if you have to win, right, you could still lie down and then bang it in like 3 or 4 turns and try and turn him over.
Yep.
So, like, I still think, even if you have to win that game, I still think lying down is best. So.
Jim, another game won with great skill, judgment, and lots of Blood Bowl experience there. I think it was all my coaching.
Yeah.
Well, there was an element. There was an element of it, wasn't there?
Outcoached him from the very start, Jim. Definitely wasn't the dice.
I mean, it can be both. He set up to get surfed, so that meant that you set up badly against a blitz and then got blitzed.
Well, I set up to take full advantage of the surf and also hit the line of scrimmage and be pretty much in a winning position by the end of turn 1, Jim.
Yes.
And then, of course, the dice decided that they would laugh at my plans.
Yes.
Because Blood Bowl is the hubris engine. And I should have realised the minute he set up like that, it was bait. Bait for a blitz, wasn't it?
Yeah,
literally every time. Yeah, literally every time someone sets up like that, you know they're going to get a solid defence or a blitz.
Perfect defence or blitz, 100%.
Yeah.
So I should have known, and I should have been wiser, but I wasn't. I saw it and I went, "Oh, yummy," and I shouldn't have done. I was wrong.
But again, that's the trade-off, right? That's the trade-off. That's fine. That's a fine time to be slightly weaker to a blitz. Plus, it's chaos that aren't exactly going to do anything, are they? On a blitz, like not terrifying on a blitz. And then, as it was, you got to bang him out. He made some ill-advised rushes, I thought. I didn't like him using his rerolls on those rushes, because then when you did that incredible cage, when you did that incredible cage PC of like literally nobody, so he could just hit you with a Chaos Warrior.
Yeah, I spotted that one the minute I finished moving the Goblin and thought, that's where I'd planned to put the Goblin. Yeah. And I didn't. I put it somewhere else because of his 4-3 the turn before. And I went, let's hope he doesn't spot that. And luckily, I'm not sure he did. He might have done, but
he was making the block.
He was going to clear it, wasn't he? And then he won in 9.
Yeah, he was heading in that direction, but there was a lot of dice to roll first. Luckily it didn't fail. I mean, he also just only had one re-roll. I had plenty in the backfield, so whilst it was a problem, and it was a possibility to sack me, not much else was coming with it, and I think I could have dealt with it, but thankfully I didn't have to, which made it then just a very easy walk-in.
Yes, the re-roll's gone, and it probably should just lie doon, right? We both agreed, Captain Alt and I both agreed he should just lay down and end a turn for the rest of the half, and instead he kept standing.
Yeah, I think I got one more off, didn't I?
Yeah, I think so.
So yes, probably you should have done at that point. I was going to maybe put a foul in on the 2 heads he won, but the turn I was going to do it, it decided not to be. So with an 11-man build, I don't love fouling anyway.
Yeah,
unless it's a War Dancer or something.
Even then, it would really have to be. It would really have to be like a strip ball War Dancer with. It would have to be a strip ball dancer with your like thrower already injured, or a strip ball dancer with your ball already been powed, and then so you're carrying on somebody that isn't the thrower. Like it would have to be. It would hard.
Obviously,
to foul.
I would foul with the Goblin, which according to you is no loss if it does go off, Jim. So
it's
my utility Goblin.
It's half a player still, though. It's even a Goblin. It's still half a player.
It's so fast it can dodge. It's got all sorts of lovely usefulness.
Exactly.
And
That's
as you saw against the Skaven, the gutters really feared it because, of course, it can get anywhere and do things to.
Yeah, I thought you'd have picked up with it. Actually, I didn't like you picking up with the blitzer. You know,
no, I considered it. I did consider it. I thought, yeah, against these people, if they get to me, they're strength 4 anyway, so I could pick up on the gobbo. But I don't know. I just didn't.
I honestly, I said PC's definitely going to pick up on the goblin score with it, so we can say,
Yeah,
see, goblins are brilliant.
No, I wouldn't do. I mean, like when they're good, they're good. When they're less use, and that game, I thought it could run interference. It's got dodge. Drop it on a beastman that hasn't got block, and it's in a pretty useful spot.
Yeah.
He'll get 2 die, but he's only 30% to knock it over. There's reasonable, it's a 1 in 9. It might suck a reroll. So I don't dislike goblins the way some people do. Obviously, there's matches where it's completely useless against dwarfs. It's it's a dead piece. And against, say, Norse, where there's that mass block, it's really little use as well. But in lots of matches, it's very useful, much more so than a line orc. Though good pieces, line orcs are too. Well, so there we are. I felt that was largely the dice. So there we are. I sat behind some orcs and they did all the things.
Yeah, it did kind of spiral away quite quickly, didn't it? After the blitz, so yeah.
Yes.
Also,
tough one.
I'm not going to let up and be nice because
No, absolutely, yeah, absolutely.
Yes, there was no doubt who had the better dice. But there you go. Well played, PC. Congratulations. Commiserations, VMCat. That means Team England win the round versus Scotland with 6 wins and a draw. So there you go. Absolute domination from Team England, as usual.
It was a pleasure.
Thank you very much, Cap Notes, for joining me in the booth. Glorious.
Thank you very much.
And thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And stay fantastic.